Peace, peace. Happy now. Now, the vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future, not too far in the past. Right now, just to say it simply, from the scripture, you know, uh, where they talk about Jesus, riding the ass into Jerusalem. The ass represents Set, represents our lower nature, represents what some call the devil, you know what I'm saying? But again, the devil, those lower chakras, that lower nature, you know, that the physical nature with our body suits, in connection with that, in connection with even being in this realm, not necessarily a bad or good thing. That's just what that energy represents, represents the ego, you know, and again, at one time, that's why in the pre-dynastic times, Set was, the deity that was dealt with because, that was a deity that helped bring about this experience. And you realize things cycle and change, and what's good in one time, quote unquote good, but what helps for us to grow in one moment may not help us to grow in others, or like we have grown in certain areas and then they get outdated and it's time to, deal with another energy. But just getting back to the simply put, your Christ energy is being embodied within your bodysuit. So when you talk about, Jesus riding the ass into Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is what they, call the Holy Land. But we know, again, these personifications for areas within your body, because again, we are, walking universes. As above, so below, as within, so without. Law of correspondence. Matter of fact, that's knowing the Hermetic principles and programming your own subconscious due to having knowledge of that, and you working in the right place. Know to stay in the moment, know to not let your heart weigh heavier than a feather. That's the key aspects right there. But again, the Jesus riding the ass into Jerusalem. The reason why I'm bringing this up, because some people may, still have this vibe of being against the bodysuit, or having something against, the lower nature, like looking at sex as the devil still, or, again, the devil, like that subconscious programming, and it's like you're basically creating a battle against yourself. It's for, those energies to be at peace in the essence of, the Christ energy to overcome that lower vibrational energy, but at the same time use those abilities in this physical realm. Because again, if I go to the planet Pluto as a being, like if I'm a being that's called from across the galaxy to go to Pluto, in order to even incarnate on Pluto, I gotta have a Plutonian bodysuit, Now, just because I have a Plutonian bodysuit doesn't mean that, hey, don't forget, I'm not from Pluto. I come across the galaxy to go over there and help. And in order to help, I gotta put on a Plutonian bodysuit. And when shit go down on Pluto, just because I'm using the Plutonian weapons, because that's where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? That's the weapon, and more so, I'm gonna say it like this. To put it even more accurately, I'm using my own so where I'm from in my galaxy, I got like powers or whatever, but I gotta be at peace with my Plutonian bodysuit in order for those powers to come through. You know what I'm saying? So, so I could have my own inner powers that, that come from my inner being, that travel with me from what part of the galaxy I'm from, and use that in that Plutonian bodysuit. But I gotta be able to, ground and be at peace. Because if I'm not at peace with my bodysuit, like it's like an astronaut going to space and trying to cut holes in this oxygen thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta be, have some type of harmony with your bodysuit, and understanding that it's temporary. Just because I have a harmony with my bodysuit doesn't mean I'm gonna get locked in this matrix, or like that's why it's important for us to have that understanding fully of that, that we not of this realm, we just passing through. And the more we program that into the subconscious, we don't have to be so rigid about the way we, like dealing with our bodysuit and feeling like, oh man, if I do anything, to help my bodysuit, then I'm gonna get stuck in this matrix type of, you know what I'm saying? But that's why you do have some people that just like sit around and may starve themselves or whatever, on some like, well, fuck this matrix to the fullest, on some, I'm gonna starve myself in my bodysuit and all that, and which to each his own, you know. But whole aspect, again, using that bodysuit. So again, if I go there to that different planet, that doesn't mean I'm gonna get stuck on Pluto, because I, learn to harmonize with my Plutonian bodysuit in order to bring my inner powers through, while I'm on that planet, like having to connect with the planet of Pluto, you know what I'm saying? Like, in order for my bodysuit to operate, I had to allow for my bodysuit to harmonize, with that realm. But again, while still understanding that this is a temporary bodysuit and I'm doing work coming from another part of the galaxy, you know what I'm saying? It's like still keeping that understanding. But as it, just want to share that right quick, because I done kind of somewhat spoken to this recently a lot in other videos. Because it's a constant, it's a download that's just coming through, higher self, seeing, I guess a lot of people dealing with that energy in the collective right now. It's like not even wanting to, because again, the subconscious programming of religion, especially like, because again, that's why Christianity tried to move on the whole globe like that, to have everybody's subconscious programming, because they knew this time was going to come. So if they had everybody's subconscious programmed strongly to the fact of Jesus, and you got to be nice, and you got to listen to some external energy, that would then, like, again, now in these times, a lot of us have that difficulty trying to get out of these realms. But again, just know, don't look at it as no bad thing, or neither bad or good. You just gotta keep on working, do the work, but definitely do the best you can, to make sure, again, programming the subconscious. But again, riding, the Christ energy, riding that ego energy, the riding the dragon, taming the dragon and riding the dragon. A knight in armor is cool, but I know a knight riding a dragon could do way much more, And that's the whole aspect of being at peace with our bodysuit, but not, that's like, matter of fact, like if I go to a realm with dragons, just because I'm riding that dragon don't mean, that I'm from that realm, I'm gonna get stuck in that realm. It's me forgetting who I am and what's going on that's gonna have me stuck in that realm, you know what I'm saying? But I digress. Just wanted to share that again. Jesus, we all know that story. 16 Crucified Saviors by Kersey Graves. Go look at that book to, have logical reasoning on why Jesus, that's one of the reasons why, Jesus not real. To each his own, but, I always like to share that aspect, because a lot of people walking around lost due to thinking Jesus coming back and save them. So I definitely, again, I don't walk around trying to preach people out of believing in Jesus, but if it ever pops up around me, I'm definitely going to speak on the truth of that aspect. But 16 Crucified Saviors by Kersey Graves, and then you look up the fact that they had 2 Nicene councils, by Constantine to take away certain aspects of the Bible so that they could make the Jesus character more legitimate, because the other stories would mess with the legitimacy of the story. So they had to take out the book of Enoch and the Apocrypha and all these other books, you know. And then Pope Alexander, I forgot the something, his nephew, Caesar Borgia, ended up being the guy who they allowed to pose for the picture of hippie Jesus. So, you know, just a little history, her story. But again, it's about embodying that Christ consciousness, you know, and creating from there. And again, still with you being your own creator, you in your own realm, you in your own reality, you're dealing with your own energies right now in this lifetime. You have certain cause and effect, aka karmic energies that you're dealing with that's unique to your walk, you know what I'm saying? So appreciate, like, you know, it's the whole vibe. And realizing again that yes, quantumly everything is interconnected. So we are realizing our interconnectedness to everything, and at the same time realizing we have like a unique soul spark with a unique soul purpose in this lifetime that we're dealing with as well. And if it was all the same as everybody else, then we wouldn't even be, you know, like everybody be walking around talking the same, acting the same, doing the same, you know, whatever. But peace, happy now. Now's the vibrator course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now, y'all. Peace.